Hey everyone, Jack from the Cardboard Herald here, and I'm bringing you a brand new YouTube series, The Cardboard Herald's First Impressions. And lo and behold, it's a first impressions series of new games that I've been playing that I'm dying to talk about and haven't had a chance yet to give a full review to. So this first video is of Terraforming Mars, Hellas Elysium, the expansion to one of my favorite games of 2016, and really one of my favorite games of all time at this point. Terraforming Mars is so good. It checks almost all the boxes that you could possibly check to be a game that Jack Eddy loves. Compelling theme, really deep mechanisms, it's got great synergies between all kinds of systems going on, and it has a great solo mode that if you haven't played solo games, you should check it out. Now, as far as what this expansion is more precisely what it is not. It is not really an expansion. It doesn't expand on anything. It is a double-sided board, each with a new map that you can play on in place of the original board for Mars as part of the original game. Each of them have new geography, milestones, and awards that you'll have to take into consideration as you play the game. The geography aspect, it is kind of what you expect. It has some new lakes and some new rewards for placing on different areas, like maybe all of the spots that give you plants are clustered together now in different ways, or one giant lake in the middle of Mars rather than the ocean spreading and snaking across. The more interesting aspect of things is the awards and milestones that are with each of those boards. Each side has their own, and these completely change how you think about each card in Terraforming Mars. At least in the one game that I've played so far, suddenly cards that I wouldn't normally consider important to play for my current corporation that I was playing as mattered a lot more. I was taking into consideration how I was going to get 8 different tags, or how I was going to get 3 different cards with requirements into the game so that I could beat my opponent, who happened to be my wife, and she slaughtered me. But that's okay, because that's what happens from time to time. Anyway, I really liked it. I normally don't like these replacement boards for a game. That's something that I don't typically go for. I like expanding a game. I like more of a game, and I don't like leaving components out. Maybe I feel like they get kind of lonely when they're not used, but there's a couple reasons why I do like it here. One, there is so much depth to Terraforming Mars that I have yet to plumb. I would be saddened if I got a ton of extra content and I felt overwhelmed, or like I was not getting to see all of it. By having just a replacement board, it just gave me new puzzles and considerations to make without having to account for all kinds of new variables. The second reason why I liked it is that the color scheme is so much better. The only colors that are really changing are the borders, where you're counting points, and in my review for Terraforming Mars that I wrote, I was kind of harsh on it for having a Disco Thanksgiving ultra garish color scheme that was unbelievable that they would choose something that to me just like blinded your eyes. That may sound a little bit shallow, but for a game that I love as much as Terraforming Mars, and I eventually found the orange and red and yellow color scheme of the border somewhat endearing. It's nice seeing it look a little bit more sleek and a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Anyway, I hope to play a lot more of Terraforming Mars, Hellas, and Elysium. I'm certainly going to have a review once I get a couple more games in, tell you what I actually think about it, how it's sitting in my craw and getting to the cockles of my heart. But for now, I just can't wait to check out more of both sides of the board, and I'm impressed with my first impressions of Terraforming Mars, Hellas, and Elysium.